I think I'm good. Oh. Yay, that was fantastic. Yay. uh, anyway, howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Mana Talk. Or Mana Talk with James, whatever you want to call it. I just got through, getting ready for the show. Thought I'd put my shirt on. I don't want to be exposed too much of this lard. But anyway, so this is going to be our fourth or fifth night that we're talking about Mana Talk. Let me just hope that I am coming in well and that everybody is hearing me. I am hoping that's the case. Let me go over here to the live board and see where we're at. Shelvick. Hi, Shelvick. What's up, girl? Can you hear me okay, Cheryl? Hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, wait, that's a question mark. Stupid. Okay, I hope she can hear me. I can hear you. Yay! So my internet speed is not very good. Hopefully I won't have to go down. It just fluctuates. It's back and forth. When I get other people on the show, however, it has been not that good. So not to go on a super long monologue, but I'm just going to get straight to the point. And I hope that Green Party people will listen to what I have to say. We are at the precipice, like in the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, when John Cleese said to that wonderful actor Keanu Reeves, and they were drawing on the chalkboard some physics formula or something. We are at the precipice, not just with our country. And here on Montauk, by the way, we talk about a lot of issues happening with the nation, whether it's city, state, federal. We have people from all over the country that come on. Cheryl is from Philly. She's definitely an Eagles fan. Way to go, Eagles. Way to go, Eagles. What happened to the theme thing? I played the theme song, honey. I played the theme song. I can play it again later, though. I'm sorry. I'll play it again later. But we get people from all over the place that usually come on here. And my goal for myself, hopefully it's for you too, is to save this planet or do what we can to stop the pollution, the abuse, and everything that the human species is doing to it. And hopefully that'll help all of the inhabitants. So save the planet and all of the inhabitants. The planet, inhabitants. Planet, inhabitants. So if you keep that in mind, with the things you do when you're driving, when you're eating, when you're going out to get fast food, when you're at a picnic, when you're outside, when you're doing something, pick up a little bit of trash. Get one of those grabber things, you know? But that's what we do here, and that's what we're trying to convey. We do talk about other things. Sometimes we'll talk about the movies, but tonight we're going to continue the conversation in regards to Jesse and Jill 2020. Here is my biggest point. We are at the precipice. We are at that moment in time where we have, oh my God, no time. We don't have time. That's the thing, is we do not have time. If you think we have time, we don't have time. I love the millennials, but I can't wait for you guys. I don't know how long it's going to take for you guys to be elected. You youngsters, you youngsters. But we don't have time. So we have to start making the right decisions now to start the process of healing, of repair. And the only people that I believe can truly do what's necessary, not just to repair the planet, climate-wise, climate change and all that stuff, and people are talking about that, but slowing down the amount of radiant cesium-137 that's coming out of Fukushima, um, the amount of pollution and the not enough, not the you don't want to have too much oversight and too much regulation and too much accountability. You want to have accountability for sure, but when you have too much that stifles companies or small businesses, that's not good. You don't want to have that. But when you have giant corporations, coal, big oil, chemical companies that are dumping shit inside of our oceans, streams, lakes, rivers, and everything else, and destroying our soil, when you have fracking, and the list goes on, and all the crap that we're doing, not just to our planet, but to our bodies as well. Monsanto, Michelle Obama, big fan of fucking Monsanto. But again, we are at the precipice of where we need to make immediate action. We don't need to like turn kind of to the left and kind of to the right. We need to turn it up. We need to go like a freaking an F-18 off a flight deck will just go and just go up, man. And we need to, and lower the amount of wars, build relations with these countries, start being open, the trade so that they're paying for what they're supposed to be paying as well as what we're supposed to be paying on tariffs and duty free shouldn't be that too much, and other things of that nature, so everybody's collaborating with each other. We're using soil across the planet to keep everybody alive, and then reaching out into space, which I think is hugely important. And we just need to move faster and find Plan B, which is another planet, but that's another topic. There are two people out there right now, and that's why we're having the Jesse and Jill 2020 project. There are two people out there that have been putting it pedal to the metal. They have been putting in time and effort and energy in regards to stopping the corruption, the collusion, and the heinous and abusive activities of the two-party oligarchy, which everybody knows about that. If you don't understand the two-party oligarchy, please watch some of my shows, pick through them. You'll hear me talk about it. It's this ping pong match that we keep watching over and over and over. And the only two people that keep getting the trophies, the only two groups, only two entities, the only two parties are the Republicans and the Dumbocrats. I'm not talking about the voting Republic. I'm not talking about the bases. I'm not talking about the people that actually vote. I'm talking about the legislators, the judiciaries, and the executives that have been tainted. They've been prostituted. They've been pawned off. They're bought and sold by the dozens. And they are at the whim, or they succumb, or they just completely have sold their souls to the 1%. The ruling class, as my show before this is, the ruling class has never done anything for the 99% or the masses ever. Everything they do is planned for them, so that no matter what their decision is, they'll get the most of it. They'll get not just 51 to 49%. We're talking at least 90% of everything, and they're gonna fucking keep taking everything, and they've been doing it for too long, and it's just happening too much, and this has got to stop. So there are two people that I truly believe, and the people that come on here, one for sure, one, and that actually no, I'm going to say both for sure, but one that I believe will make a big difference to the party that he is on Jimmy Dore, extended his hand out. Hey man, I'll run for you guys. I like the 10 keys. I like the pillars. I like everything you guys represent. As I've always said, the rest of the world is catching up with the Green Party of the United States. The rest of the parties are starting to catch up with our thinking and how we're doing things. And we understand what's very necessary to make sure that we have an absolute democracy that truly works for everybody, not just the top people that are pulling all the strings. 60% of the world's wealth is used and abused by just a handful of people. And look, I want you to be successful. I want you to be whatever you can, but you got to pay your dues. You have to contribute something. You can't just take, which is an Ayn Rand thing. I get that, and I understand that you want to be seen as alpha, and that I'm just going to take and I'm going to get more, and then screw you. But there's just too many people on the planet, and there's too many people that are suffering. There's too many homeless. There's too many people that can't pay their mortgages. There's too many people that can't pay their rent. There's predatory landlords, and there's predatory banks still. There's predatory everything when it comes to corporations. And these are, of course, the super PACs and the 1% and all these people that just don't give a shit about you. As I said, the ruling class in my last show, I completely and fully just laid it out there. They don't give a shit about you. They don't. They'll make their politicians, their executives, their legislators, and their judiciaries portray that they do, but there's no way in hell that they're going to get that this giant megalithic two-party oligarchy that owns fucking everything is ever going to give up the keys to the kingdom. They are going to do whatever it takes to lie, cheat, and steal, to take everything they can and continue to do so. But they're going to chip away at it like they're doing. Chip away. There goes your Social Security, healthcare. Obama threw Dennis Kucinich under the bus 2009, 2010 when he was talking about single payer. Not the single payer that Bernie wants when you still have a fucking copay. And by the way, the copays now, ask anybody with Obamacare. They're like $80, $100. It's crazy. So everybody needs to contribute. People, I think, that are far richer. I mean, come on. Do you need to have 3 yachts that are 150 feet long? Do you need that? Just travel. Just forget the yacht and just go take a plane ride and go travel to Bora Bora or go to fucking Alaska and watch the ice shelves break off and watch climate change happen right in front of your fucking eyes. But I do believe there are 2 people, and these 2 people are definitely, here it is, Jesse Ventura, for sure, and Jill Stein, for sure. And the reason why I say that, and people have said this, they complement each other. We've had a video on here showing how they get along. It's not chemistry. It's the people. You can get chemistry and you can pull that off in a bar, and take somebody to a hotel room. This is political, a political bond that they have that I think is huge. Halo, hey, independent, dark Electrohead. That's the coolest name ever. Anyway, I'm on. By the way, I just want to let you know, this is a project that a few of us are working on, and the movement is growing. We are getting more people that are jumping aboard, more people that are understanding how these 2 will take the spotlight. As soon as it's known or announced, the sooner the better. The media is going to go after them tooth and nail. Bring it on. Bring it fucking on. Because that is going to give them more publicity. People are going to want to know what Jesse is talking about. Oh, let's just watch this guy. He does that conspiracy shit and all. Let's just to see what he says. What he's going to say is he's going to throw every single one of these legislators, the Supreme Court, he's going to throw freaking all these executives and these governors under the fucking bus. Jill's going to be riding the bus, and she's going to back it up and make it go forward, and back it up and make it go forward again. That's what they'll take turns driving the bus, for sure. They're going to make these sons of bitches cry. Important point. Jesse has tons of people that are in his base, his fan base. He's been around for a long time. He did WWE, WWF. It's a job. He was in the entertainment industry. If you think that's not work, come to Hollywood. I live right down the street, and try to get one of those jobs. It's work. for a lot of people, a lot of grips, a lot of handlers, a lot of stagehands, a lot of if watch a movie, watch Avengers, watch Infinity Wars, watch that. And what I'd like you to do is watch the ending and how many people are involved in that movie. I think thousands. We're talking about grips, stagehands, construction workers, video editing people, just the list goes on. This is a job because people like to be entertained. People want to go to work, come home, they want to watch, Game of Thrones. They want to watch Snoop Doggy Dogg and the Joker's Wild, by the way. You got to fucking watch that show. It is freaking bomb. Man's talking about weed. He's cussing every fucking 5 minutes. It is bomb, man. You've got to watch it. It's great. Again, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Joker's Wild. It just came out. I just watched it the other day. It was fucking epic. But it's entertainment, and people have been doing this for a long time. Speaking of Snoop Doggy Dogg, one of his sons are doing great in football. His sons are good students doing great in football and becoming great athletes. They'll probably go to their college and go off to pro because they're doing, not because of him, because of the fact that he works his ass off. A lot of people my dad was a performer. James Mokulani Young, also known as Gino Young. Look up his music, Haleakala, and the Galaxy of Love. Beautiful voice, great entertainer, and he kept his family fed, and he did his job. It's a freaking job. So if I hear anybody saying, "Oh, I used to be in the fake WWF," it's entertainment. People watch that all the time. What's the difference between the WWF, okay, and American Ninja? You're going to say this. American Ninja are people that are actually trying to do something without a violent means. I get that. But it's still entertainment. There are people out there that like to see certain things that are aggressive. There are pussycats out there that just like watching it. They like the showmanship, and they just like the lights and the ambiance. To his and hers their own. It's entertainment. So if you bring up that point, that's totally beautiful. But Jesse has been spot on and has passed my litmus test when it comes to single payer, when it comes to immigration, when it comes to the wars, when it comes to our infrastructure, when it comes to taxing the rich, when it comes to a lot of things. And there are a few things that he's still learning about. Like I've heard from many that have heard and followed him. He's learning. Yes, he did support Donald Trump back in like 17, 18 years ago. But what the fuck were you doing 17, 18 years ago? If you were in the Green Party, good for you. But most of us were totally brainwashed by the mainstream media and directing us where they wanted us to go until social media came out. And he's learning and he's understanding and he's getting that message out. What's great, though, is another person that I think would add to his ticket, besides all the people that he can bring to the party and at least look in our direction, is we also have Jill Stein. What a valiant lady that is. Went to Standing Rock, tried to 6, 7 years ago, or 8 years ago, a while back, she tried to get on stage with a debate that she felt that she had the votes to get on, but they wouldn't allow her to. So they fucking arrested her just for protesting. You know, and that's the sad part about our country, and Jesse and Jill know this. The NDAA, okay? National Defense Amendment Act or something, has been heinous for everybody. And they want to, right now, and most of you know this, you have to be careful protesting. Because if you're seen to Congress or the president as a threat, you're not going to get trial, right? You're not going to be represented by an attorney. They can just make a fuck. Obama did that. Obama let that happen. Gotta love them Democrats, right? And who went right with it? The Republicans. They're together. They're doing whatever they can to keep a third party out. If you got somebody out there that says they want to get rid of the two-party oligarchy and they're going in either the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, then you should ask them, are you going to do whatever it takes to open the door for a third party, a fourth party, a fifth? The more parties we have, the better our country will be. That is a fucking guarantee for anybody. Noam Chomsky would say that. Abby Martin would say that. Lee Camp would say that. Okay, Chris Hedges has preached that forever. We're talking about a lot of people out there that are fucking brilliant and are genius that will definitely say and would agree. What is the option we have right now? What is the best option that we have? Okay? I don't see anybody else. But if you have a man with his stature, his subscribers, his likes, his base, and all the people that he has out there, right, that he could bring and put the Green Party on the map, talk to him, ask him, Jesse, what's your intent? What do you want to do, bro? What's going on? Let's get this going if we can. I would really like to see that. You know, can you move a little bit on this side? Can you do something on that side? You know, can we work this out? So, because the benefit here, Jesse knows, is not for him. He's doing this for Tyrell and his kids. I'm doing this for my kids and my kids' kids. I just had a conversation with the three amigos, we call them in the family. There's the hierarchical people. I think one of them is Uncle Jim, Uncle Tita, my sister, and my mom. We all talk, and we're saying what's sad is recently they just found out that Antarctica and the ice is melting 3 times faster than they thought it was. And as I've said, and I've been podcasting, I've done Blog Talk Radio since January of 2014. I've got like 60-something shows there. Thankfully, I hooked up with all these great people, and I'm back on, which is good, live, so you can see my ugly mug. But I talked about climate change, and I definitely said that from what I can tell is I think the scientists were a little off. And every year they always update it to where it's compounding even further. Again, we don't have time to dick around. We don't have time to do little things. We need to move aggressively. And when I say this to the Green Party, I mean this with as much respect as possible. What the fuck do you guys have to lose? What? What do you have to lose? What exactly are you going to lose if Jesse comes aboard with Jill? What are you going to lose? They're doing whatever they can to keep a third party in. If you can get somebody to get the information out on who we are, what we're about, what we stand for, 15 to 20% of the U.S. voting republic doesn't even know we exist. Let's get on the map. Let's get on the board. This is the opportunity you have. Now, we have our pride, we have our policies, we have our bylaws, we have everything that we need to have, but we don't have time. We none of us have time. These two people could expose so much that's happening out there. Microphones will be on them constantly. Cameras will be on them constantly. They will have more exposure as a duet than any other ticket you could think of. Think of a ticket. Think of a ticket. An actual ticket where these people would want to do this. And I'm going to say to Jill, and I hope she's listening to me, and I think this is very important. I truly hope that she sees this and hears this. Jill, we need you. We need you now more than ever. I spoke to you in Irvine, California. I met you out in the parking lot. I was the first person to greet you in Irvine, California, Orange County, California. I was wearing the same shirt. And you're probably like, whoa! And you took a picture with me, which was adorable and fantastic. And that picture we use, and we cartooned it, right? And this is the famous Stars and Straps, which there's oil and crap. It's just black oil. It just shows you how we're all strapped in as slaves to the petrodollar. That's what this is supposed to mean. But you brought up every single point that I believe the nation needs to hear about. How much more could you get that message out? How much further do you think you could extend yourself with Jesse on your side? How much more could more people be touched by what we need to do and what you're trying to do? Now, as far as POTUS or vice president, I don't know if they're going to come after you tooth and nail. It might get heavy. I'm not sure, but if there is a time for two people to make that final stand with your shield and your sword and your helmet and you're donned in your gear and you're making that final stand where it's do or die, this is that time. This is that valiant moment and you've done so many wonderful things, Jill. You've done hundreds of wonderful things and you've discussed so many wonderful topics and things that really need to be known and heard. But I believe that this ticket itself, sure, we'll talk about other people, of course. Sure. Yeah, and I don't really want to talk about Ocasio because she's going to turn. She's a Democrat, for God's fucking sakes. But besides that distraction, Jill, if you are watching, I'm going to ask you to please consider the possibility, and we would be truly honored for you to run as a vice presidential candidate with Jesse, if Jesse is still willing to run as a Green Party candidate. As I've told people, you guys compliment me. I saw that video. We might show it tonight. But in some of our other shows, you'll see it. There's such a great dynamic there. It's just, you can sense the I don't know if you guys believe in this. It's mana. Okay? Between you two, there's a mana that comes together. It's like a yin and yang, a chi, which we call it in Hawaii. It's like you have this energy about you, And when you guys are together, it's I can see that. There's people here that have mana. Sir Chad has a ton of mana. Stevie, Red Economics, a ton of mana. Garden Gnome, a ton. Cheryl, she's like a fountain of freaking of mana. And many other people. By the way, kudos to Chad for getting his Zoom up, and he's going to have his shows coming up. It's going to be great to be on his show. I can't wait to hang out with Chad on State of Sir Chad. It's going to be freaking awesome. And that kid, he don't fuck around. Anyway, we're PG-13 here, by the way, also. So what I'm saying is we would truly be completely and absolutely honored to start now, because we don't have time to mess around. We don't have time to play around. We don't have time to, you've got to do your quick evaluations. You got to make sure it's right. If there's a little CFAR we want you to agree to, whatever. But getting us on the map needs to happen. A person that's been with the Green Party for a good duration of time, that's taken the hits, that's been through it, Jill, she definitely deserves to get out there. Now, this could get crazy to where you could actually get so much exposure, you could actually plant seeds in people's minds of the truth and the facts that are out there, to the point to where people go, what did they talk about? What was that? Let's look that up. Oh my God, that actually happened. Oh my God. Honey, why are we Democrats? Baby, why are we Republicans? These guys are fucking assholes because they don't give a shit. They portray that they do. They use fear. They use separation and division tactics upon you guys. It's crazy. They've been working you forever. I know marketing. I know how it works. That's the biggest point I got to tell you right now. The biggest point is the marketing, public relations that it's going to bring to the party. It's going to be huge. And And maybe there are some that think it's. There's a guy that said it's going to be a joke or a comedy, and I said, why do you say that? He says, well, he's in the WWE and all this other stuff. So what does that matter? I said he was working. You're going to have him coming after Jesse for all kinds of stuff. People will probably make up stuff. They'll put, you know, I know for a fact that Jesse Ventura has been a decent man for a long time. However, when they do talk to him, they're going to ask him, do you have any skeletons in your closet? And if he says no, or if, then I think we should move forward and just work it out as it goes. But fucking start now. Stop wasting the time and just get moving. I've done the math. I've done the research. I've listened to the videotapes. I've seen him on RT. I've seen him in interviews. The man is more aligned with even some of my own Green Party people. And he knows what to say. He's not a fucking idiot. You know, people think he's a meathead. He's a musclehead. No. He's in good shape for his age. He's in great shape. I wouldn't want to fuck with that guy. And I'm a big motherfucker. Okay? Because then he'll sick Tyrell on. He's pretty big too. But he has what's going on, you know? And I just believe that, you know, Jill's a little bit country and Jesse's a little bit rock and roll. I mean, just see it happening. And just let it come. Just let it come. Just let it start to happen. You know, start the conversation, let it happen. Let's see how it goes. There's so many other points I can bring up that would definitely put a better light on what we're doing here. But my God, we just don't have time. It's like you know, Dave from Independent Outsider said the other day, which I thought was kind of funny. He goes, we should just go to the Screen Actors Guild and see if we can bring people in to run for positions. What he's saying is mocking the fact that a lot of people were in the industry of entertainment that became that's what we should do to get people that are actors. Believe it or not, you got to have a little bit of gumption. You got to have the moxie. You got to have a little bit of it. You got to have a little bit of what they call showmanship. You have to be able to project. You have to be able to get your message out. And you definitely have to be ready for the fucking beating. You have to be ready for it. Jill, she has put, actually, I think the numbers are in her favor. And don't quote me on this, but I think she's had more time, airtime on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox than any other Green Party person in the history of the mainstream media and other little stations out there all over the place. And she was on Democracy Now! For a long time. Been on Jimmy Dore, been on a lot of social media sites, of course, and she's got a great following. So what does that say as well? So they both have a good base. Together, they're going to complement each other in so many different ways. If something happens where something might not be going in the right direction with either or, I know that Jesse, because he's been a mayor, well, first of all, he's had a great upbringing. He's been a Navy diver. That's just like being a SEAL. I don't know what to tell you, because I was in the Navy. He's been a mayor, and he's been an executive, a governor, so he understands the process. He's not knowing of the rubbing elbows, of the filling the pockets and all this other crap that he's witnessed and seen. And when he started calling people out for it, he started getting some slander shit started happening, which he won the suit against, by the way, some guy in the fucking past, just a waste of fucking time. But anyway, we are not going to have, and I know Jesse and Jill will not have these stupid distractions. You know, you won't have Stormy Daniels jumping up on the stage with a baby saying, Jesse, this is your son. No, that's not going to fucking happen. That happens with these fucking idiots, with the Dumbocrats and the Republicans, the legislators, judiciaries, and the executives. But I just wanted to get that out before I brought some other people on. Again, I am asking Jill, please consider this. Um, Vice president is a giant position. There's a lot going on with that. It would be great to see you there. Jesse, if you're doing this, I know you're going to go for it fucking full bore. And and I know you'll bring the attention of what's happening out there. Telling the people what is really happening. And the mics, they're going to get pulled, they're probably going to get chopped, but people are going to want more. People are going to say, "Why did you not let Jesse finish his thought? Why did you cut him off in that debate? Why this will happen?" The mainstream media will be exposed for who they are and who they truly work for. If these people come, it will be seen and known everywhere, and then everybody will be really pissed off, and they might just vote green, and they'll come to the party, and they'll understand what we're trying to do. But anyway, I am saying that. Let me grab the. I am saying a lot of that, so let me grab the. Let me grab. I hope I made sense, everybody. I just hope I made sense. Let me get the invite and put it in the live. I'm sorry I had to do that, guys. I needed to get that information out there. If there's anything that I forgot, please bring it to my attention, or just go ahead and share it with everybody. If there's something that you have that you're concerned about, that there's an issue, a problem. Jay Scott, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, my brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Okay. And whoever else. Let me send this on Twitter to some people that I am hoping will join us here. Part of the team. Who else? Of course. No, wait. Not that one. Oops, almost fucked up on that. Okay, definitely this guy. Sycamore. And let's go to Facebook and put it on here for the team. We actually have a page called the Jesse and Jill 2020 Project. I'd like you guys to go see it. William Pounds is in there, so Sir Chad, or Truth in Charge, William Pounds. And we have a few other people that are on there as well. That are really a shame. Gary, Pamela, just some really great people that truly understand what's happening. We don't have time. We are at the precipice. It's time to act. This is the best opportunity I think the Green Party will ever get for exposure. End of story. That's it, in a nutshell. What else are you going to do? I mean, who else do you have? How many thousands of millions of dollars do you have to use to build somebody to the stature of Jesse? That's a point that Stevie Redneck-onomics brought up the other day. Is how much money do you think you can outuse? I'm sorry, it's just funny. You don't. The truth of the matter is the Green Party needs resources. The biggest resource it needs is funding, capital, money, moolah. That's the way the world works. That's how you get the good videos. That's how you get the airtime. That's how that's how you get supporters. That's how you get people to work for you full time. These volunteers, I'm a standing General Assembly member of the Green Party of Orange County, and I'm also a media committee member of the Green Party of California. And nobody talks about money because we just know we don't have it. But we do need it. There's so many people that are volunteering that understand the reason why we're doing what we're doing. You know, there are so many people. That's cute. Anyway, bottom line, sometimes you just got to say, what the fuck? You know, sometimes you just got to say, you know what the fuck? And just do it. In the movie Risky Business, that's where I'm getting that from. And Tom Cruise says, you know what? Sometimes you just got to say, what the fuck? And just go for it. There was something that Stevie said, something about if you got nothing to lose. I'm going to let her do that. Hopefully she'll be on later, or at some point. But she was there earlier. Yay! Sewer chat, I think, is here as well. Everything's in the chat. Is it in the chat? Good. Yeah, so just, I've got some new rules. Just want to let you know. No Jerry Springer stuff, no Ricki Lake drama. Um, this is a public thing. I will never, ever uh, present anything that's private between us to anybody ever. That never, ever. For fuck's sakes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just, oh, ever never. That's just, even thinking about it is just ludicrous. Ludicrous is the best word I got. Anyway, if I were, I mean, what is, I haven't had a, oh, so there was something that I was looking at the other day, and it's the litmus test. I'm going to show you guys the litmus test real quick. See if I can get it up. See if we can portray it. Oh, look, there's me. You know what? I'll put it in here. Let's go back to here and stop that. Oh, that was funny. All right, let me just grab the litmus test, and I'm going to go through it one by one until some people show up and hang out, which is fine. And I sent this litmus test to people that have been on the show, right? Dang it. Come on, freaking Microsoft Word 2000, whatever the fuck you are. My God. Okay, here it is. So let me just put that in my Facebook, and then I can present it to the rest of the United States of America. Okay, there you go. Yay, Jimmy. Alright, so, and enter. Post. Alright, so let's take a look at that, because you guys are going to enjoy that. Alright, this is the litmus test that I believe that Jesse will definitely, most of it he's for. Some of it we don't know, but I do know the ones that he's for. So let's go through the litmus test together. All right, let me get there first, people. All right, God, dealing with Hillbots, it's fucking crazy. Oh, where did it go? Didn't I just post it? Hold on. Yes, I've seen an iceberg before. It's pretty badass. There it is. All right, continue reading. Let's get to the big. All right, so I don't see anybody coming on yet. So, and the bell will go off. I will listen to it, or just. Okay, Jesse Ventura will stand alongside most of this litmus test below. I don't know some of it he won't. So I'm going to say I know he's good with universal health care, single payer. I know he I don't know if he's good with free daycare or pre-K to free college. I think he's okay. No, he is okay with free college. I'm not sure about the daycare part. I know he fucking hates the super delegates, the rigging system, electoral college must be removed. The whole process is bullshit. I'm pretty sure he understands ranked choice voting. I'm not sure if he's fully on board with it. He totally respects and loves women. He's not fucking, God, what the hell is his name? Weinstein, right? Or other predators out there. He also supports he's mentioned this several times, and Jill's already about this. She's already about this. I don't need to give her this. She's already about this test. But supports 17 minimum wage, at the least. 50. So because $15 now, the Democrats are some of them are mentioning, like Ocasio, whatever, and a few Justice Democrats, they're mentioning $15 an hour. But the thing about $15 an hour is that was needed about 20 years ago. About 20 years ago, so they're a little late. So I'm saying 17. Okay, and I know Jesse would be, or a living fucking wage, right? A living wage. It's working in Seattle like you would not believe. People are doing great. People are doing great. Do I still have this up? Yes, I do. Let me get this out of the way. I'll put it over here. I'll put it over here. No, actually, fucking just leave it there. All right, so let's go back. Support pro-choice, Planned Parenthood. Of course he does. Of course he does. Women should have the right to choose. No government or religion should demand or control a woman's right to make their own choices. This is for me, by the way. I know he would respect that. Ever. That's your decision. That's your body. Right? Bring back net neutrality. That's the number one thing he was pissed off about. I know for sure. And it's just going totally sideways. Thanks to the Democrats. Right? Thanks to those wonderful Democrats out there. Those wonderful Democrats that fucking, turn shitty on us. Single payer and everything else. Fucking bastards. God. Fuck those people. They fold all the fucking time. Fold. Anyway. All right, got somebody bored. Yahoo! William, what's up, my brother? Let me get through this litmus test before you got going up on. We just want to finish this real quick, buddy. Since I've already started it, I'm going to go ahead and finish it. All right, so back to the test. All right, so now do you try to stop militarization of our police? Oh, he's brought this up millions of times. What happened to protect and serve, right? He's actually said that. Now it's intimidating and in many cases brutalize and or kill the citizens they're supposed to protect. He understands this. Support LGBTQ marriage and all the rights granted to all same-sex individuals. Of course. Legalize pot. Oh, I think that's number one on his list, by the way. First of all, that's got to be at least in the top 3 for him. No more privatization. No more private prisons. A slavery thing like Clinton, like Donald Trump just did a deal. If you watch and follow the money, just watch a segment with Tom Hartman, who I watch every once in a while. Did a thing that's the private prison industry helped put those kids, the immigrants, or I don't like to say illegal immigrants or just undocumented people from coming in to go to these prisons now. Well, the government will pay for it, and it's just a big way to make more money for the private prison industry. It has nothing to do with giving a shit, because they don't. Tax the rich, 1%, 50% on up, depending on income level. Just depends. But they got to start paying way more than what they do. Fuck fracking. Fracking stupid. He knows that. So does Jill. Free wind, free solar, oceans. This should have been a priority decades ago. And we, the U.S., needs to be the leader once again on what is best for our planet and all of its inhabitants. That sounds like me. This sounds like me. No nuclear, of course. Free wind, solar. Get the fuck away from nuclear. That's got to be the stupidest. San Onofre down the way from me. The place I used to go surfing at a lot. They're burying these giant canisters of radiant, nuclear waste. And all it takes is one of those to break, and the entire coast is done. Done. One canister. It's like they're 500 like 2,000 gallon tanks or something like that. That's all it takes is one of them. And the whole fucking shoreline's fucked up. Oh, okay, so no more fossil fuels, free wind sources, there we go. TPP, oh, he fucking hates that. Trans-Pacific Partnership, what a bunch of bullshit. Get rid of NAFTA, of course, which I didn't see fucking Trump get rid of NAFTA. Have you seen Trump get rid of NAFTA yet? No. TAF will begin removing military bases around, but leave the presence in allied net. You can't just leave. Jesse was in the military. He's not going to be an idiot about it. He's not going to just pull people out, and then leave us because we've made so many friends. Hang on. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's her chat. Okay, admit. You know what? My just to let you guys know, I think my internet speed is going down. Is bad. Because Will, when you started talking, yeah, you're not coming through either, too, dude. So, Sir Chad, what I'm going to do is, if you don't mind, by the way, everybody, Sir Chad now has Zoom. He's fixed it up with his YouTube. We did a test earlier today. It is freaking fantastic. But I'm going to show you guys my internet speed test. Internet speed test. Because I know it's shitty. Alright, let me just see. Yeah, it's at 754. Oh this is really good. No, you're gonna love this test. You're gonna watch this. This is fucked up, man. Watch this, dude. You guys watching this? This is my internet speed test. Look at that. How am I even able to fucking do the show? It's because my uploading is good. But you guys, I can't hear you guys. This is terrible. This is terrible. You guys looking at that? Holy fuck, that was terrible. Anyway, I'm going to be off in a little bit, you guys. Sir, Chad, why don't you please, if you could, I would truly appreciate it. Go ahead and start a show and let some people come in. I'll come in and hang out with you guys in a little bit. Do you mind? I can't hear you because you're just going to muffle. Okay, good. By the way, Sir Chad is going to be on fire. It's kind of good that, thank you, buddy. He's wonderful. Sir Chad's fantastic. William, you are too, brother. By the way, William is the one that started me on this path. He's that little bird in my ear. Jesse. But I'm the one who included Jill. And the reason why I included Jill is because I know she's not done yet. I know she's not done. She can't be done. I just feel it in my bones that woman is not finished. She needs to be out there in front of the masses. We so need this. Not just the party itself, but everyone. We need this. You know, we need it. William, Chad's going to start his thing. There's nothing you can say. I just showed you my internet speed, so anything that you're going to say through my OBS is going to be muffled. If you try to show yourself, you're just going to be blotchy. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't control it right now. My connection's just terrible. But at least the outbound is good. And then I'm almost done with my litmus test. Let's see if I still got that going. Yeah, let me just finish that, and then I'll be off in just a second, guys. So, number of fossil fuels, stop funding war abroad, stop instigating the wars. That's stuff he talks about all the time. You know, tactfully begin to remove military bases, double and triple the pay rates for our troops. He's spoken about that all the time. Nobody in the military should have to fucking... You're defending our country. You're protecting us from ourselves. You're protecting us from all the times that we've made so many fucking friends, right? So many tons of friends that we've made throughout the Middle East. We have in Syria, and Libya, and Afghanistan, and Iran, all these pals, right? Wrong. It's time, people. We are at that precipice. If we can continue to let the military-industrial complex continue to control our leaders, because Citizens United isn't going away. The Democrats have never talked about that. I've never seen a whole discussion on Citizens United. And the better part, and the worst part of it, was McCutcheon versus the FEC, Federal Election Commission. Nobody's ever talking about that either. They talk about the things they want you to see, want you to hear about, but they won't talk about the shit that's actually going to make a difference. Take away Citizens United, take away McCutcheon versus FEC, and reform the political process to where it's actually fair. Paper ballots, the whole 9 yards, where Jill and Jesse want to go, blah, 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 blah. Get a copy of it. A lot of these people that are in office will retire. All of a sudden, people that have been in Congress for a lot of, they'll fucking leave. I guarantee you, they'll leave. They'll be gone. They'll, once they know that the well is, not that it's dry, it's that it's not there for them. It's not that the well is run dry. It's just the well has not run dry for them. Maybe stream at 720 per second, save computer. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Yeah, it's a good idea, bro. I'll do that on my next show. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, Eric. Okay, so there's good reason, there's great reason why this needs to happen. I mean, I think what's most important is where we're at now. I mean, where are you at? How are you doing? I mean, if you're doing well and you got a cush job and everything's fine, then I'm very happy for you. But there's so many people out there that are $500, you know, medical bill away from total bankruptcy. There are so many people out there that can't afford the rent. I mean, there are, I'd say about every other house or every two or three houses, one out of every three or four houses, there are two or three families in houses everywhere, everywhere. In Hawaii, that's huge. You know, why in California the price of land is so fucking high, and then West Virginia it's so cheap. West Virginia is beautiful. I would fucking retire there. I would love to live in West Virginia because it's beautiful and it's super inexpensive. So let's just finish this. It'll bring up some really good points, and then I'm gonna get going. But thank you for staying with me and hanging out. As soon as Sir Chad comes up, let me know, guys. All right, next on the chopping block, which I know Jesse is for or with. Infrastructure, for sure he's with that. Support our public schools. He has brought that up many times. Jill is totally on board with that. They're my kids and several kids and everybody's kids out there. Why in the okay? In daycare, when you have daycare, um, uh, I knew somebody that was in daycare for pretty much all their lives. I don't know if she's still doing it, but the rule is if you have more than 8 kids, you have to have another person with you. Kids, for pre-K. So in high school and in elementary school now, there are women watching, and you want to get mad at your son, and you want to get mad at the teacher because your son's fucking up and not getting good grades. There are classes where, hey, Amy Matura, Amy's here. There are kids stuffed in classrooms, and one woman or one man, mostly women, are having to watch all these kids, 20, 30, 40 kids in a classroom for an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, 45 minutes. I mean, that's insanity. That's insanity. Yes, we definitely need more money to go to our public schools, for sure. And it just has to happen. Every school should be like a private school. Bottom line. That should be, education should be number one. We should make sure that school is a great place to be. It's a place where kids want to go, where they feel important, where they feel needed, where they feel they have a purpose. They begin to feel like they have a purpose, and they're having a good time. Then they understand the value of good work ethic, and start to understand what they're doing and how they're going to affect the future for themselves. But if we're going to give them a future, we've got to act now. That's why I'm talking about the Jesse and Jill Project 2020. And I think fix it with the OBS. You'll have to resize everything on your sense. But there isn't much difference between which I'm watching your stream through YouTube. It will be less data. Okay, thank you, bro. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Fucking Ryan Bannock is a fucking super genius. Anyway, yeah, really. Okay, so back to this. All right, move right to work. Okay, right to work has got to be this. Bring back bargaining. Remove right to work. Bring back bargaining and unionization of all companies with any employee in any industry. Yeah. I worked for Home Depot, and the first thing they were telling us in their video, never talk to a union member. We just want to pay you shitty and give you zero no hours and not paid for your health care, fuckers. But I still like Home Depot, which is sad, because I like that shit. Remove right to work. Remove stand your ground. That is Trayvon Martin. My God, you're brown, darker than me, and you scare me, and I can kill you. Now, this must be removed immediately. That's I can't believe states actually have that. There's somebody I think about that. There's a person that I used to converse with recently that used to be on the show that kind of helped me a lot with what I'm doing now. That kind of reminds me of somebody that would probably use the stand your ground law. Anyway, AI, robotic tech will take over. Everybody knows that's coming. It's not tomorrow. It's not in 2 years. It's not in 3 years. Anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe 20 years, robotics will be serious everywhere. So, with that being known, thus we'll need to implement universal basic income and a guaranteed work as automation grows within certain industries, of course. McDonald's they don't have counters anymore at some of their locations. They actually have these, just like you pay when you leave grocery stores. You don't have anybody check your bags. You just have a couple of items. You go to the quick checkout and you scan it and you stick your card in, pay and leave. Same thing is happening with fast food. McDonald's is starting that, of course, and they deliver. From what I'm seeing from FIFA, FIFA, the soccer thing. How is Brazil doing, by the way? I hope they're doing good. They always do good. They fucking always. Is Russia still in it? Anyway, we're getting close to the end. Support the Second Amendment. Here's who I am. Mandatory in training and licensing, just like a vehicle. I do believe you should have some training and licensing. I think when you do get your guns, you should, because it's you can drive a car into a group of people on the side of the road, or you can just pull out your gun and drive it to people on the side of the road. you know, but it was a good point that somebody brought up the other day, and I really thought this was brilliant. Is that let's just say that all the stuff in that list is done. People have health care. People have UBI. They're taken care of better. What you got there? Usually by some homeless guys outside some wraps, and they only ask for small fries for the two of them. So let's just say you won't see homeless people anymore, or let's just say that they're getting the medical attention they need. They're getting counseling. They're getting therapy. It's now covered now. People with post-traumatic disorder from the military, and maybe the wars are going away. Nobody's killing each other that much anymore. The military-industrial complex is finally starting to move to green technology, and instead of killing people to make a profit, they think, you know what, maybe we can start using the oceans with the current to create power, and they'll get into those industries, and maybe we can start spending our money on space technology, reaching out further for the Plan B. Maybe we can start doing more things for us as an intelligent species instead of doing the things that we've been doing as a species of a medieval species, as a species that's, in a sense, gone back in time, a species that, from what I can tell and from what I'm surmising, just the shit that I'm talking about, is we're de-evolving. We are de-evolving. And when you have people like Trump in office, that pulls us even further back. No, I'm not a big fan. I know HA is. There's a lot of things that he's doing that you guys don't see and understand why he's doing it, because Hillary would have done most of those things as well. Hillary would have done most of those things, and probably worse, right? And probably worse. But most of them are just ploys. Most of them are just smoke and mirrors. Congressional hearings are the biggest dog and pony shows that you'll ever see. Nobody gets. They had the congressional hearings on 2008 when the banks took out their insurance policies and we bailed them out, etc. And all these Feingold and all these people were fucking off the hook for their predatory lending practices that took down millions of people, killed people as well. Uh, they were in Congress in the dog and pony show, and nothing happened to them. They had a slap in the hand, a little slap in the hand. They had to pay a couple $100,000, a couple $1 million. It's okay. But Techman, thanks for your quick response. I just first part so far sure. Oh, God, Tech, good to see you, bro. So good to see you. Yeah, so it's very simple. There are so many things that we need done now. We just don't have the time to waste. The stuff needs to be exposed. Me just talking about it in my little corner, my little room here in fucking Southern California isn't going to do it. We need people in a bigger way, on a bigger stage. We need Jesse Ventura, and Jill Stein to definitely be out there telling it like it is, talking about the things I'm talking about. They're going to talk about what I'm talking about. They're going to bring the fact up that a lot of these legislators, judiciaries, and executives, they get funding. Even though they don't pass something, they're still getting money from the same companies that they're against. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. If I'm a company out there and I wanted somebody to pass a bill in favor to make me richer, you know, like the FCC and net neutrality, when it comes to the big six, the telecommunications companies, and I give money to the people that are against me, and I give a little bit more to the people that aren't, that are supporting me. Now, why do I do that? Well, because the people that are against me will vote that are against me, but they won't. But that's all they'll do. Maybe one or two might come out and make a bitch about it, be the black sheep in the family, just for the moment. But it's bullshit. It's just utter bullshit. And they throw this at you all the time. Jesse knows about this. Jill knows about this. You now know about it. I think you've known about it. They just do it just to say, hey, we're paying attention. We're going to send this one or two people out there just to talk about it and shit on it, but we know it's not going to pass. Or we know it's going to pass in the favor of the 1%, in the favor of the corporations, in favor of the giant lobbying bodies, in favor of the super PACs. We know it's going to, we know. So they do get money. All of them get money. So take away Citizens United, take away McCutcheon versus the FEC, take away the process of money getting through there. Oh, that's good news, Cheryl. Cheryl, that's awesome. That's fucking... Cheryl says, hey guys, did you hear CNN ratings have dropped? They are 13% on the list. And the Food Network is better than CNN. Oh my God. I have a picture. It shows, it's really funny. I have this picture that I show every once in a while. The media is the sword of this two-party oligarchy. It's their sword and their shield, man. It's their armor. Our sword and our shield is our votes. Is our ability to stand and make and assess what's happening, to make a conscious decision on what's going on, to make sure that everything that we're putting out there or talking about, we've reviewed it, we've researched it, we've referenced it, we've chickadee-checked ourselves before we've wrecked ourselves. You know, chickadee-check yourself before you wreck yourself. Hey, I'm just saying, my... Oh, is that Cheryl? Cheryl, I'm... Cheryl, I think that's Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, I'm just saying, my connection is bad. Yeah, look. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm telling you, I'm so sorry. My connection is... I'll do the test. It's so terrible. My internet connection is so terrible that I'm only able to say, and I'm super, super sorry. I'm super, super sorry about that. But... people can't hear you because you're just... Hi, Amy. I know it's Amy. Hi, Amy. But you're not really coming in, and it's so good to see you. It's so good to hear from you. It's a fucking pleasure, and I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. I gotta wait till I fix. Please come to my next show. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. It's just, and ask everybody. My connection has been terrible. I truly apologize for everybody, but I'm working on that around the clock. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this in just a second. I just want to keep talking. I don't know if I can. All right, post office to replace day payday loans. Oh yeah, that was Bernie's idea. Great idea. Bring back Glass-Steagall for sure. Of course, Clinton got rid of it. Ranked choice voting. Let me see. That's in there. And then a few at the bottom. Exile Monsanto and all types of companies. Organic must be brought back to force. It's a tough call with that too because it's expensive to fight off bugs. Hello. What was that? Is she still on? I don't think she's still on. That was weird. Just out of nowhere, that was very strange. Very, very, very strange. That was very strange. Anyway, sorry, everyone. Let me see. Hi, I was gonna say my short piece on Gillibrand giving endorsements on New York State elections, though I have been a defender of hers this year. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, Sir Chad. I'm going to be going there pretty soon, guys, just letting you know. But I'm sure he's up and running. As a matter of fact, let me see if he's there. Dang it. Sir Chad. Official Sir Chad, right? Official Chad. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me just go to the history. Just a second, please. Apologies. The state of Sir Chad. That's what it is. The state of Sir Chad. The state of Sir Chad. The state of Sir Chad. Where's he at? He is live now. He's on. Oh, he's got a cool microphone and shit. Look at that, you guys. That's awesome. He's got a microphone. I'm going to be coming off. They'll be coming on. But he's got a great setup there. Look at that. Good. Yes. That's fucking awesome. Way to go, bro. Way to go. Super cool. Super cool. Super cool. Fucking awesome. He's doing good. All right. So anyway, I went through my litmus test. I think you guys heard everything I had to say. There are some other things that I kind of wanted to go over, but maybe I'm just not remembering them. Thank you, Sir Chad, for getting your stuff up. That's a fucking cool microphone, though. Look at that fucking microphone. Jesus, fuck. Anyway, Amy, and I clearly that is bad considering her progressive voting. Yeah, right. She's endorsed Crowley and cool. You know, it's tough out there, Amy. I don't know why you don't look into the Green Party. I think we've had this discussion before. But anyway, Sir Chad, I'm going to throw up the link for Sir Chad right here, guys. Share. I'm going to put it in the in my whatchamacallit, so you guys can go watch them. I'm probably just going to say a few more little tidbits. Here. If you don't mind. Okay. Yep. I think that worked. That's Sir Chad right there on his YouTube. Please join him if you have a chance, because I'm going to be signing off pretty soon. Let me see if there's something that I missed. I think the biggest thing that I think I missed, the thing that I think is most important about what I'm talking about tonight, about the Jesse and Jill project, definitely has to be wake up. It's just fucking wake up, man. We are at a time, and we're at the precipice. I've told you guys, but you've got to. Smelling salts. Oh my God, shit. You know what, James? He's got a good point. Oh my God, everybody else is kind of with him on that. That makes good sense. Wow, shit. The guy's got a people. He's got a fan base. He's got tons of subscribers. He can bring a lot of people to the party. He's with us on pretty much every freaking issue. He's learning. He's not perfect, but he's better than others and can bring a lot. And Jill, fuck, they would be perfect together. Have you seen them talk to each other? They're fucking awesome. They would destroy it. I am totally up and waking up and just wake up. You know, get up. You know, smell the coffee. Like I said, you know, sometimes you just gotta say, what the fuck? Sorry if I missed messages during other shit, Amy. Hi, Garden. I should just let you guys talk. Because I really think Amy should get a show, and I think Garden should be on that show too. I don't know. Just came into my head. Sorry, it just came into my head. Oh, join the TYT network, dude. It's the only way to get the message out. Yeah, the message of being an idiot and being stupid and fucking succumbing to the will of the Dumbocrats and the Republicans. It's just, that's such a waste of time. TYT has really gone south, man. They're just not getting it. They don't want to get it because their goal is to be on mainstream media and be a part of that process and get the money, bro. The money. They don't want Citizens United going away. They want the money. You know it. Too lazy to do a show. Oh, fuck you. Come on, bro. You have... Okay, I'm only going to say this once. You have more ability to say the better things than most of us. The better things than most of us. And for you not to have a show is just... It's like you're stealing from everybody. It's like you're hiding the golden... It's like you're hiding the lauded numbers for everybody. That's what you're doing because you have the ability to do that. You know, Cheryl comes out. She's awesome. Everybody that comes up and says stuff and brings their information, even Amy, everybody. You know, great stuff. Great stuff. Anyway, listen all. I truly appreciate everybody for coming on. I'm wondering if I'm missing anything, which I don't think I am. Oh. Be there in a sec. God, if I'm missing something, what am I missing? Something that I think is truly and vitally important. This is vitally important. Oh, I know. I need to play the song. Amy, you got to see the song. Is she still there? Here, I want to play the song real quick. Here we go. Just to let it go. Here comes the song from Chad. I am going to play the song. Are you guys ready? Because I'm going to play the song. Let me just... Got to turn up the volume for this. This is the song, man. This is the song. Are you ready? All right. Anyway, thank you guys all for coming tonight. If I've made it any sense at all, you got to hear the song. Yes, I'm here. Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. That's a great. If you've ever seen Horton Hears a Who, if you've ever seen that, watch it. It's a great analogy of what we're doing, of what I'm doing. We're here. Hear us. Even though we're a little speck, we have the best message out there for the planet. And the Green Party, they've got it. They just need to just shoot from the hip, just once in a while. Just shoot, just let it fly, man. You know, what the fuck do you have to lose? Here it goes. Here comes the song. This is fucking awesome. And there's a little cartoon that Chad made. It's pretty awesome. Oh wait, I gotta do it again. That's not it. Okay, my bad. Let me refresh that. Okay, yeah, that's me, Jabberjaw. Okay, here we go. Boop. I need to check that inbox, huh? Oh shit, here we go. Watch. That's the picture, by the way, I took with Jesse. Right there. That's the picture that Sir Chad took. I was with Jill Stein when I took that picture. And I still think the hair's a little too gray, but whatever. Anyway, thank you guys all for coming. Sir Chad is up and about, and he's doing his thing. I just want to say thank you all for coming on tonight. What'd you think? That cartoon is crazy, dude. I know it's. I wanted to like have like Ryan in there and Stevie and you and like everybody kind of standing there. One day maybe if I get enough subscribers, I'll have all that. Your hair's super great too. Oh, not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's okay. Gray is cool. I think gray is in. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Cheryl. I love the song too. And actually, that's me singing the song. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's actually me singing the song. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Take care. I will be in touch with you. And Green Party, please just work with him. See what he's got. But let's just go. Of course, procedures. Jill, come on. We need you. We all need you. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. This is it. This is that moment. This is it. This is that moment. When you get to that moment, you either make that decision to go or no go. Me, I'm always go. That's probably one of my problems. I'm never a no-go guy. Anyway, thank you all for coming on. Aloha, mahalo, thank you all for coming on. See you guys. Good seeing you, Amy. Good seeing you too, Gerd.